Hey marshmallows, welcome back to another video. My energy is so fucking drained right now, but anyways, that's not what this video is about, y'all. This video, I'm going to be reading The Wizard Liz. And guess what? We're only using my psychic intuition. We're only using this. Can y'all guess what this is? My third eye. So, if y'all don't know, my psychic abilities have literally grown so much to the point where if y'all haven't noticed, I haven't been reading with tarot cards lately. And bitch, like shout out to me because that was the whole goal. My goal was to stop relying on tarot cards because I wanted to rely on my natural psychic intuition. And bitch, we're finally here. So yes, we are reading The Wizard Liz. If y'all don't know who The Wizard Liz is, she's a little, well, I wouldn't say she's controversial, but I feel like to incels and the type of area on social media, the type of space on social media where she's at, her message can be a little bit controversial. She's basically known for giving advice when it comes to dating and how to level up and how to basically have self-respect and this, that, and the third. And the reason why she can be a little bit controversial is because the way she gives these messages, she's very harsh. Like it's very much giving tough love, suck it up, buttercup, and get the fuck up. And so basically, ironically, she just got cheated on while being pregnant at the same time with a guy she's only known for like 5 months, like a little less than a year. And so everybody wants to know like what's going on. Girl, why? How did you get cheat? Like, how did you get played after you're literally sitting here? And now a lot of people are starting to second guess her because you're literally sitting here. And mind you, it's and y'all are not going to like what I have to say. This is my personal opinion. Because let me start clarifying which is my personal opinion and which is the reading. This is not the reading. This is my personal opinion. Okay? So, I personally don't think messages have to be given in such a tough love kind of way. Like you can give thoughtful and meaningful messages without being harsh and rude. Like there's a certain way to say things, and I give advice, and the way I give advice is not rude or harsh because there's different ways to do it. And so, if you're going to be sitting here giving this harsh ass advice, you better be following that advice, like telling people to get the fuck up. Like it's very much giving if you're fat, get up and lose weight. Like that's low key what it's giving. And so people are like, how are you sitting here giving us advice on love, yet you just got cheated on and pregnant, and you moved in with a guy you've only known for like 5 months. So let's see what's going on with the Wizard Liz and her man. I forgot what her man's name is. Let me actually, Landon, that's his name. Landon. So let's see. First of all, Spirit is saying the situation is very karmic, and there is a lesson, a huge lesson here for Liz to learn. I'm hearing she does not practice what she preaches. I feel like intuitively, when she says these things online and she gives this like level up advice on how to date men and this, that, and know your worth, I feel like she more so says it for an image. Like it's one of those things where it feels good saying this shit. Like it feels good to say it, but to actually do the work and apply it to your real life, that's a whole nother thing. And me personally, y'all know I give love advice. I sure do. I actually practice what I preach. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I have my moments where I probably think a guy is cute and, sometimes I get a little head over heels? Of course, but I always catch myself, bitch. I never fall, bitch. Can't no guy catch me slipping. Not no more. I always catch myself before I fall. Part of that is a trauma response, but part of it is also self-preservation and controlling my emotions. So anyway, she kind of gives that advice as well. She's into dark femininity and using your emotions to your advantage, right? And learning emotional discipline. But I'm hearing most of the time when she gets online and she says these things, it's easier said than done. It's one of those things. Like, I feel like she does apply it to her real life, but she hasn't truly done the work to really stand on business for real, for real. Like, it's easy to come on the internet and say, oh, if a guy is talking to you, don't give him the time of day, emotionally detached. It's easy to say those things. But to actually apply it to your real life and be like, okay, say a fine dude comes by, right? I'm talking about 5'9", damn near 6 foot. He got a nice job, he got money, and he's coming your way. He's giving you attention. Can you still maintain that same discipline? Exactly. So I feel like when she comes online, it's more so an image, it's an aesthetic, it's a look. Okay. I feel like she actually does apply these things in real life, but Spirit is letting me know her guard slipped, right? When she started dating Landon, she fell easily, right? I feel like in the beginning, she definitely had her guard up, but once he got her to feel comfortable, she let her guard down and she completely forgot about all the shit she told everybody to do all her advice that she be telling us to follow online. Yeah, and I'm not, no shade. This is my personal opinion. Okay, let me say that again. This is my personal opinion, not the reading. I don't really like the Wizard Liz. Like, I've seen her before and everybody was ranting and raving about her. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty, which she is. She gives level up advice. Oh my gosh, I love her advice. You know, it's tough love. You guys need to hear it. Where did that get her? Anyways. So I feel like she let her guard down, right? And they're letting me know this Landon dude. I keep hearing this Landon guy is immature. He's like a kid. Like, as I'm envisioning him, I see him like a teenage boy, like a 14, between the ages of like 13, 14 to like 17, 18. Like, he's immature. He's stuck in a certain mindset. And it's immature. So moving on. I feel like he always had nefarious intentions, or he had like different intentions when he was meeting Liz, right? I feel like when he met Liz, he had an ulterior motive from the beginning. I felt like he was very good at smooth talking her and getting her to feel comfortable. I'm hearing once he got her to feel comfortable and let loose a little bit, she completely let her guard down, which is not what she was supposed to do. But again, this is a karmic lesson. I feel like this is the universe's way of testing Liz and seeing, okay, you coming on the internet and you're giving people all this advice, but are you really qualified to give this advice? Like, let's see if you actually can apply those things you say into your real life. And she failed the test. And that's okay. You know what I mean? This isn't like a, oh, how dare you, but it's like a, there's room for growth. So anyways, he was a smooth talker. I'm hearing he presents himself kind of like a Bambi, like harmless, but it's always those nice guys. Like, he was the nice guy, and it's always those nice guys that ends up doing you the absolute worst. So moving on, Landon somehow got his way into her panties, and she let her guard down. I feel like she had it up for a little bit, but it was pretty quick to let her guard down, and I feel like Landon was almost a little bit shocked by how quickly she let her guard down, right? It's like, wow, you talk a big game, but when it comes actually when it come down to it, like, yeah, it's not giving. You practice what you preach. So anyways, do I feel like Landon likes her? Yes, but it honestly feels like for some reason Spirit is telling me his heart is elsewhere and it's not with Liz. I think he has feelings for her and he has love for her, but he's not in love with her. Does he regret cheating? I feel like he regrets being caught. There's something about him being like a sly fox. Like, he presents himself a certain way, but in reality, deep down, he's a whole nother way, right? I feel like, and I don't know why Spirit's making me feel this way. I'm intuitively getting that it's in the realm of possibility that they may end up back together. I definitely feel like he's gonna try to get back with her, and for some reason, it feels like she, at least in internally. I don't know if she's actually going to take him back, but it feels like she wouldn't mind taking him back. Which, again, I'm not here to beat down on the Wizard Liz. At the end of the day, we're humans, we have feelings. But again, if you're going to be on here giving this crazy, like, fuck these niggas type advice, you better be following it, sis. Okay. So moving on. Um, I feel like the kid she's gonna have, I feel like she thought about having an abortion. Anyways, I don't blame her. Is it gonna be a boy or a girl? I'm never good at guessing the gender of children, and I don't know why. I think it's because I sense the energy they carry, like whether it's like masculine or feminine. I feel like she is gonna have a boy. I feel like she's gonna have a boy. I don't know why I'm picking that up. We're gonna see if I'm actually right or not because I'm never like 100% too certain on genders, but I'm feeling a boy. I don't know. Maybe she wants a boy because sometimes I pick up on what the parents want. Anyways, moving on. Um, when it comes to this kid and their parenting, because I feel like she will have this child if she's pregnant. People are speculating that she's pregnant. I feel like she is. I think co-parenting is going to be very interesting. I feel like he's always going to try to get back with her. But she's going to decline. Who knows? She may take him back. I feel like she could possibly take him back. But moving on. Moving on, they're making me feel like Liz kind of lost herself in this relationship. Like, she lost the plot, right? Like, in the beginning, it was great. There was a chase and she was keeping him on a leash. And now it's like you kind of lost control a little bit. Like you've lost control over your own self and your autonomy. Like you've allowed this relationship to kind of consume you, which is exactly the opposite of what she preaches, right? So there's that. And how does Liz feel about the internet speculation? I feel like for the most part, she enjoys that people are on her side and she really appreciates the support from the internet. Because there's like many mixed reactions, right? So there's her supporters that support her and is like, how dare he cheat on the Wizard Liz and she's pregnant at the same time. So I feel like she appreciates that support and she really does feed off of it, like awesome, like, yeah, this helps me keep me going, right? I feel like she doesn't want to admit it because there's something about her not wanting to express vulnerability, kind of seeing vulnerability as weakness on the internet. But deep down, this situation has deeply hurt her. Like I see like her just stressed out like this, crying. I feel like she's embarrassed. Like she feels embarrassed. I just keep hearing you fucking embarrassed me. Like you're an embarrassment to me. Like you embarrassed me. She doesn't like that this affected her image for sure. I feel like she definitely doesn't like the people because there's other people that are coming. The flip side to her support is that there are people that are coming out like, well, we told you so. Like, you know what I mean? There were people that already didn't like her from the beginning. And so they're just using the situation as ammunition to be like, well, see, like, we told y'all not to listen to that advice and now look where it got her, which is like kind of valid, but the reason why she is where she is because she didn't follow her advice. Anyways, moving on, I feel like she doesn't really like that. It's like she wants to prove the haters wrong, and it feels like Landon almost proved them right. Like you gave people a reason to hate on me even further, right? I feel like she definitely doesn't respect. Like I'm hearing she kind of lost respect for him, right? Even though she still has feelings towards him, she's human, it's natural. I feel like she lost respect for him. Like I just keep hearing you embarrassed me. Like you embarrassed me, you weakened my brand, like how dare you? And rightfully so. But yeah, it feels like Landon doesn't really regret cheating. I wonder who he cheated on her with. It feels like he's had his eye on that person for a while. Like whoever he cheated on her with, I'm intuitively getting he been was thinking about that person. Like this wasn't on a random Tuesday, like, you know what, let me just go talk to what's the name. Like, no, you've been thinking about that. Like he's kind of predatory in the sense that he doesn't reveal everything of what he thinks. Like he kind of hides a lot of his true thoughts and emotions. And so I wouldn't really trust anything he says, to be honest. It just feels like he was able to sweet talk Liz into a relationship and they just moved too quickly. I feel like Liz was happy though because it's hard. Like one thing she may never admit is it's hard being emotionally distant. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to have your guard up constantly. And right, this is the advice I give, right? I give the advice of like, emotional detachment, but it does get hard at times. I've always expressed that. So it feels like she just wanted to let go and be free in the relationship and be fluid. But obviously this was not the guy to do that with. I feel like the man she's meant to be with, she will eventually get married and find her soulmate. Is different. I feel like he's completely different than Landon, like different kind of energy, different kind of dude. I feel like he's a little bit more masculine. Like Spirit is saying she needs like more masculine, more masculine man. I feel like Landon's too much of a boy. Like he's a boy. He reminds me of Timothy Chalamet, like just boyish. You know what I mean? Like not really a man. Like he's not mature. You know, just because he has a mustache or a beard and he's like probably 30, 20 something years old, that doesn't mean he's actually a man. He's a boy. I'm hearing he'll be a decent father. I feel like he'll be a little bit neglectful in the sense that he'll kind of be too busy traveling around doing other stuff. But I feel like he'll be a father, a decent one. Like he'll be there for the kids. It feels like she's going to be very protective over her children. And so they may kind of struggle a little bit with custody and stuff like that because it feels like she's going to be very protective. Like, okay, I want you to have the kids on this day and that's it. And he's like, well, I'm busy on that day, so I can only have them on Saturdays. Well, I don't want them on Saturdays. So that can be where they can have a little bit of friction. But again, I don't know why they're making me feel like it's not even 100% certain that she's pregnant. Like it feels like she could possibly have an abortion. Um it feels like the Wizard Liz definitely has learned from this situation. Again, I still wouldn't trust everything she says cuz it's like you're mainly saying this stuff for an image. Like it feels good to say, but do you actually practice what you say? find out on next episode of Dragon Ball Z, y'all. That was this reading. A friend told me because I've expressed how the readings have been draining my energy, and a friend kind of recommended me to like cut them a little bit short. And so I think that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start cutting the readings short because my energy is very drained. I'll explain in a whole nother video. But I hope y'all enjoy this. I really did want to read on the Wizard Liz. Okay, I still enjoy readings. It's just now that I'm monetized on YouTube, there's a different aspect to it now. But I really did enjoy reading on the Wizard Liz. And yeah, I wanted to know what was going on, to be honest. Is there a reason why he cheated? Honestly, I'm hearing there were issues he had way before Liz came around, and he's always gonna cheat. Like, I feel like he may eventually settle down, but it's up to him. Um, he has to change. I feel like he has a bit of insecurity. I keep hearing insecure. Like, I feel like cheating makes him feel less insecure. Like, it makes him feel better about himself. But it feels like this was always the plan. Like, I don't know. Something about him is conniving. I definitely feel like he likes to chase. He likes to chase and conquer. He's one of those guys that likes to chase women, and then once he gets it, it's like when you go fishing, you get the fish, and then it's like, all right, I got the fish, and then you let it go. Like he likes to do the catch and release kind of thing. And so it feels like this was always the plan. Like this was gonna happen regardless. It doesn't matter if it was Liz, another girl. He was always gonna do this. Yeah. I also Spirit is telling me there were red flags that she missed. I feel like there was red flags Liz had missed, but because they were moving so fast, she wasn't able to really catch them like she should have. But there were definitely red flags in this relationship. Like for example, I don't know. I feel like she just moved too fast. And because they were moving too fast, I also feel like he was making her move fast as well. And like I feel like she was love bombed by this guy. That's what they're letting me know. This was a bit of love bombing. Yes. That's why she moved too fast and why she probably felt like this was her soulmate because it was love bombing, right? And you have to think, why do guys love to love bomb? It is so the mask doesn't slip in time. Okay. So you don't see the mask slipping beforehand, right? Think about it. If I can get her to fall in love with me in the next 2 weeks, I can keep up this facade, right? If she's holding out for like a whole year, at some point, probably by the sixth, fifth month, my mask is gonna slip, right? And she's probably gonna run away. So it's like that was part of the love bombing is okay, let me get her in. Let me get her in love before this mask slips, right? Before my facade falls through. It does also feel like he wanted to conquer her. It feels like I don't want to say he wanted to prove to himself, but it just feels like he likes to hunt. He likes the adrenaline. He likes the I forgot what you call it. The thrill. Um he's not long-term relationship material. I don't know what the Wizard Liz was thinking, but love conquers all, I guess. Like it blinds everything. Um so yeah, y'all. I feel like I don't know. There's something wrong with this dude. I just don't think he's meant for a long-term relationship. Like he's one of those guys like he can only handle fuck buddies. Like you can't be in a real romantic relationship. He has a cheating issue. Is he a porn addict or a sex addict? I don't know. But anyways, I'm done reading into this dude. He's kind of weird. Liz, he's weird and he's corny. He's lame. Liz, hopefully she learns from the situation. I feel like she will, and she'll definitely make sure at least that this exact situation doesn't happen again. Again, she will find her soulmate, completely different man than Landon, or why do I feel like his name is Alex? Anyways, he looks like an Alex. Anyways, y'all. I'm done with this video. Let me know your thoughts down below on this entire situation. And have you ever watched The Wizard Liz before? What do you think about her content? Yeah. And this just goes to show, fair warning to anybody watching this, do not be following anybody's advice. This is a perfect example why you be careful whose advice you listen to. All right. Now, even me, I don't want y'all to just blindly follow me. As much as people want to sit here and act like I'm just spreading lies and shit like that, I always encourage you guys to use your own discernment. Whether you want to listen to me or not is completely up to you. And I suggest you use that with everybody on the internet, in person. Don't just go around following or believing in anybody's advice. And this applies to Shira 7 too. No shade, girl, but Some of the things you be saying, it's like, ugh. Ugh. But anyways, that's just my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye. Mwah.